Welcome back, everyone. Grab your popcorn because today's story is packed with shocking twists, emotional moments, and secrets that change everything. Let's jump right in. You know, I sat down last Friday evening with my coffee, ready for another episode of General Hospital, and boy, did they deliver. I've been watching these Port Charles folks for a long time now, and sometimes it feels like they're part of the family. Let me tell you about what happened. It had me leaning forward in my chair the whole time. Tracy Quartermain was in rare form, as usual. She gave Willow a real warning, or maybe it was closer to a threat the way she came at her. Tracy grabbed Willow by the arm and told her in no uncertain terms to stay away from her family. Now, I understand Tracy feels like she owns that land and can decide who belongs there, but putting hands on somebody like that, that's serious business. Even I know it could get her in real trouble, especially with Willow holding some kind of political position. It made me wince a little watching it. I kept wondering the whole time if Chase was going to walk in and see what was happening. There's already so much tension between Brooke, Lynn, and Willow because of Chase, you can just feel it simmering. And then Tracy pulled a sneaky one. She faked a text message from little Wiley saying he was out fishing with Chase near the boathouse. Willow, being the good mama she is, headed right over, thinking she'd join them for some family time. But instead of Chase and Wiley, there was Tracy waiting for her. Oh man, the sparks flew. They got into it pretty good. Tracy criticized Willow for flirting with Chase, and then they started arguing about whether Willow had really shot Drew Kane. Willow didn't hold back. She told Tracy straight that the reason she was so angry was because Willow's kids actually love her and want to be around her, unlike Tracy's own children who don't seem to want much to do with their mother. That line hit me right in the chest. Family pain like that is real, no matter how rich or powerful you are. Things got even more heated. Tracy grabbed Willow's arm again and started threatening her. Right at that moment, Chase showed up. Willow spotted him and did something that surprised me. She pretended Tracy was hurting her badly, then threw herself right into the lake like she'd been pushed. Poor Chase didn't hesitate for a second. He dove straight in to save her. When they got out, Willow had a bloody knee from the fall. She told Chase that Tracy had pushed her, and because of that, Chase felt he had no choice but to arrest Tracy right there on the spot. My heart was racing watching that scene. Chase is such a stand-up guy, always trying to do the right thing. But imagine the position he's in, having to arrest the grandmother of the woman he's with now while rescuing his ex-wife. It's the kind of messy situation that makes real life look simple by comparison. I couldn't help wondering how Brooke Lynn is going to feel about all of this. She already has her own feelings tangled up with Chase and Willow. On top of everything, Brooke Lynn had gotten Brick's contact information from Sonny and actually spoke with him on the phone. I'm real curious where that conversation is going to lead probably more trouble down the road. You know what I love about General Hospital? Even with all the drama and the big fancy houses, it shows us that people are just people. We all have our jealousies, our mistakes, our love for our kids, and our desire to protect our family. Sometimes we do things we regret, and sometimes we surprise ourselves by doing the right thing when it matters most. Watching Tracy and Willow go at it reminded me of those old family arguments we all have at holiday dinners. Words fly, feelings get hurt, but underneath it all, there's usually a lot of love and pain mixed together. And Chase jumping in that water without thinking twice? That's the kind of man we all hope to be when someone needs us. Whew, what a Friday episode. It left me thinking long after the credits rolled. These stories keep me coming back because they feel so human. I'm already looking forward to seeing how this mess gets sorted out next week. Did that one get you talking to the TV too, or is it just me? First off, I have to say it straight. Chase is letting Willow blind him something awful. The way he looks at her, like she's some perfect angel walking on this earth, well, it's a little crazy, if you ask me. Don't get me wrong. Willow's had a tough road, and she's a good mama to those kids, but Chase has got those rose-colored glasses on so tight he might not see what's really happening right in front of him. It worries me for the boy. And then there's the whole mess with Tracy. After she grabbed Willow by the arm and warned her or threatened her really to stay away from the family, things went from bad to worse. Tracy faked that text from little Wiley to lure Willow down to the boathouse. Willow showed up thinking she'd have a nice family moment with Chase and the boy fishing, but instead she walked right into Tracy, waiting for her. The two of them went at it hard. Tracy accused Willow of flirting with Chase. They argued about the shooting with Drew Kane, and Willow hit back with a painful truth that Tracy's own kids don't seem to want to be around her, while Willow's children actually love and adore her. That one stung, I could tell. Family wounds run deep, and those words landed heavy. Things got physical again. Tracy grabbed Willow's arm and started threatening her. Right then, Chase appeared. Willow spotted him and did something that shocked me. She pretended Tracy was hurting her real bad, then threw herself into the lake like she'd been pushed. Chase didn't think twice. He jumped right in to save her. When they got out, Willow had a bloody knee, and she told Chase that Tracy had pushed her. So there was poor Chase doing his duty as a cop, arresting Tracy on the spot. My heart was pounding watching that. It was dramatic as all get out. But here's what really concerns me. This whole situation might be the breaking point for Chase and Brooklyn's marriage. Chase is never going to be okay with the fact that Brooklyn was the driver in that accident with Jordan. She didn't come forward right away to identify herself, even though she wasn't really at fault and didn't break any major laws. And then trying to shift the blame onto Willow? That's a lot of scheming and maneuvering. Chase is a straight arrow kind of man, honest, by the book. I don't think he can stomach too many more of these sideways moves and hidden truths. It's piling up, and this arrest of Tracy could be what finally tips the scale. I can already picture what's coming. When Tracy gets hauled in, she's going to be furious and probably take it out on Brooklyn. But Brooklyn will likely defend herself and say it wasn't Chase's fault at all. It was Willow who caused everything. She'll probably tell her grandmother she has a plan to put a stop to Willow once and for all. And knowing Tracy's personality, she just might roll up her sleeves and help Brooklyn go after her. Especially if Sonny refuses to get mixed up in whatever scheme they're cooking up. Those Quartermaine women can be a force when they team up. Now, to be fair, this isn't the first time Tracy's been arrested by the PCPD. She's got quite a history on the show. She's been hauled in and questioned more times than I can count. I bet she'll raise a big ruckus, hollering and demanding that Justine or Dante fire Chase immediately. But let's be real here, folks. Grabbing a member of Congress by the arm the way she did on Friday, that's serious stuff. If Willow had her security detail around, they would have stepped in quick and stopped Tracy cold. It makes you worry about how far these things can go before someone really gets hurt. On top of all that, Brooklyn had already gotten Brick's contact information from Sonny and actually spoke with him on the phone. I'm mighty curious where that conversation is headed, probably more complications down the road. You know what strikes me most about these stories? They're so much like real life. Love can make us blind sometimes. We see what we want to see in the people we care about, and it takes a hard shake to clear our vision. Chase is caught between doing what's right as a police officer, his lingering feelings for Willow, and trying to build a life with Brooklyn. It's messy, it's painful, and it's very human. We've all had family arguments where words fly and old hurts come out. We've all watched someone we love make choices that worry us. That's why General Hospital keeps me coming back week after week. At the end of the day, no matter how big the houses or how powerful the families, we're all just folks trying our best, protecting our kids, holding on to love, and hoping for forgiveness when we mess up. Sometimes we go too far. Sometimes we get blinded by our feelings, but there's always that chance for things to work out in the end. Whew, what a Friday episode. It left me thinking long after it finished. I'm already looking forward to next week to see how Chase handles all this, whether Brooklyn's plans blow up in her face, and if Tracy's arrest causes even more chaos. These characters feel like old friends now, and their stories always remind me to appreciate the good people in my own life. Did that one get your heart racing too? I'd love to hear what you thought about it.